Hello, everybody. Jason with Learn Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, but more importantly, taking care of one another. So, the other day in my video, I said we'd talk about what was in that box with the Chinese tape on it, and we do a little review because I have used these items before, not this particular set, but my friend's set, and he always teases me because he knows I really like them, and that even though it's a really good value, that I wouldn't spend the 50 bucks and buy one for myself because I've got others, some of them cheaper, some of them more expensive. But it's hard to justify spending 50 bucks on something other than redundancy. So, what I'm talking about is the Chinese PLA Type 5 Field Cooking Kit. I've already taken everything out of this bag and got it set out to make it easier. The only thing I did not take out was the salt box, which actually works pretty well. They're very difficult to open. They do lock shut. They're not going to fall open, so they do hold shut very well. And basically, all this is like the little pill bottles, little pill carriers, the little two flaps, but they lock down really super tight. They're not going to fall open. That allows you to carry some seasoning or pills if you had to in your little cook set. So, what you get in this kit for your money is really a great value. You get two pans, you get this nice small one, and you get this bigger one. Both stainless steel, both very hefty, very thick for what they are. I mean, anything else like this is a lot lighter, a lot thinner stainless steel or aluminum. Now, one of these I will say is supposed to be a rice cooker. I don't read Chinese, but this one has two marks in it. I would assume rice level and water level. This one has one mark in it, and it's what I would assume is the water level on this one. The symbol on here is the same, so I don't know which one is the rice cooker. The lid is bigger and just kind of sits over this one to where it locks on to this one and has your vent holes to steam off the steam so you can steam rice. So it's just a guess to which one's the rice cooker, but it's no big deal that we can't read Chinese and use it as intended, the rice cooker, because we don't know how to make rice. Cup of rice, 2 cups of water, whatever, and you're done. It also comes with this stainless steel hobo. Most of you are probably familiar with this or seen it before, especially if you were a Cub Scout or Boy Scout. Your spoon, your fork, your bottle opener. Let's close that bottle opener there, and can opener, and a knife blade. Nice small package. Everything comes in little pouches like this. Also comes, believe it or not, a stove. And they work really good. Your little pot sits on like that. Your bigger one sits this way. And when we use the stoves, we usually use sterno fuel, a can of sterno fuel underneath, or just set this down over our fire coals and cook that way. But I would guess you could set an Esbet trioxane, a solid fuel bar in that, as long as it's not the type that melts and drips down. So you don't want to start a fire that way. Um, Definitely not, would not use the alcohol gel blocks, the more modern ones that are out now. I would stick with trioxane on that. And for some unknown reason, they give you this little dump pouch type bag. Not sure what that was used for, because it don't come with any instructions, and even if it did, we don't read Chinese. But anyway, back on subject. Really good kit for the value. I could not build one with pans this thick for 50 bucks. I can do another kit up with these style square pans, and by the time you get the two pans like that, you buy a pocket stove and everything else. And if you can find a bag that is suitable, a pouch that's suitable, you're looking 60, 70 bucks. So 50 bucks, this is a really good value. The pros and cons of this is, if you're a backpacker and you're wanting to keep things light, this is definitely not for you. Just the just these two pans and lid itself is about a pound, maybe a pound and a little over. So you got more than a pound there. You add the stove and the knife, you're looking at 2 pounds, a little over 2 pounds for the whole thing. So if you're wanting something light for a backpack, this is definitely not for you. That is your first con. Your second con to this is there is no canteen or cup. At least with the USGI canteen, you have a kidney cup that doubles as your drinking cup and your cook pot, or a BCB Crusader, which has the stove, the kidney cup, a kidney pot, and your Osprey canteen bottle. But you're looking at a pouch, when everything's stacked together, it's probably right about a foot, maybe a little bit less long, and kind of wide, but still very lightweight compared to this. So there's going to be a trade-off if you want lightweight, or if you want something that's going to last forever and basically bomb-proof, and that is definitely going to survive use in the field and last for a long time, if not forever. This is the kit you want. They are rare, as like I said, but still easily found on eBay and Amazon for 50 bucks, a little bit under 50 bucks, and really a great kit. So in my next video, I'm going to go through the three, well, actually three now, because this will probably become my main, but my other cook sets that I really like, one being the BCB Crusader, the other one that I built with a Stanley pot, and we will talk about the differences and the pros and cons of each one, and hopefully if you decide to upgrade or get something different, you have information that'll serve you well to help you make that decision. Until then, I will ask that you guys take care of yourself and please stay safe. It is getting real crazy out there. Yesterday we had a pretty crazy event here. I'm not going to go into detail on YouTube, because it might be pushing that line that would get my channel a strike. But there was an incident here that was a little bit crazy, so please just take care of yourself and watch what's going on around you, and be aware of your surroundings everywhere you go, because if it can happen in a small rural community like where I live, it's definitely going to be a bigger problem in bigger cities. So take care of yourself. I'll talk to you guys real soon.